Welcome to Lynnis Minutes. Join me as we talk about mind, body, spirit wellness topics for women over 40 in just a few minutes. I cover a myriad of topics, all designed to help you to be well in your mind, body, and spirit. Join me for great information on how to live a holistic life after 40. If you want more information, join my Facebook group, Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond. And remember, it only takes a few minutes to start your journey to wellness in midlife.
Hello. Hi, it's Lynnis, and welcome. It is Motivational Monday in the Wellness Woman 40 group, and hello also to my followers on Instagram and YouTube and Periscope. It's wonderful to be here today. We made it through the weekend. Did you have a great weekend? I had a pretty good weekend. I worked most of this weekend, but it was fun. And I plan on taking a little bit of time off today since I did work this weekend. But I wanted to share some information with you. First of all, let me welcome the new people who have decided to join the Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group on Facebook. If you happen to be looking at this on Instagram or on YouTube or Periscope, you need to come on over to Facebook and join this beautiful group of women. Now there's over 4,700 women who have decided that they want to continue to be well as they age, and they've made a choice to belong to this group and exchange information on how to be well in their mind, body, and spirit. And today we're going to be talking about just that, another way to be well in our mind, body, and spirit. And let me tell you why I decided to choose this topic of things to do in the AM to improve gut health, because I noticed at around 62, this was last year, that something was going on in the mornings that wasn't going on before. And so I had to do some research to decide what differences I needed to make in my regular routine so that I wasn't feeling so weird in the morning. The interesting thing is that I learned when it comes to improving your gut health, a few things that happen to us first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, we have a very high cortisol level that happens first thing in the morning. And that does have everything to do with how our digestive flow goes, believe it or not. And so you want to do the things to try to get that cortisol level under control right away. And usually when it comes to our gut health, things start moving in the morning. But sometimes as we age, we find that to be a little difficult to get it moving in the morning. So here's some tips that I've used, and that one of the wellness programs that I have, which is the V.I.B.E Living series, we spend a little time on gut health, because as you age, gut health is especially important because it's a great way to prevent so many other things. And believe it or not, the emotions that you feel in terms of anxiety and stress and depression, a lot of your ability to think clearly and make decisions are tied directly to your gut health. So it's important to be looking at, how healthy you are in your gut and what you can do to promote gut health. So here's something that I do every morning. And I've talked about this before, but specifically, if you're having problems with your bowels moving, or you're waking up with that funny feeling in the first thing in the morning, drink a big glass of warm water. Now, I use lemon water because I like the taste and because it kind of energizes me and it helps to detox my liver. But for gut health, it doesn't have to be lemon water. The Japanese use this particular method all the time. I think they drink like 4 glasses of warm water. And that should help to get you moving. But there's something else that could be helpful as well. And you hear people talking about this more and more, and that's taking a probiotic supplement. I believe some of the many members of this group are selling all kinds of different things. And one thing I've noticed a lot is they're talking about probiotic supplements. Why are they talking about that? Because usually the probiotics have healthy bacteria, that's saprotrophic bacteria in your gut that can help move elimination. So taking a probiotic supplement is a good idea. Do your homework to find out which ones would be best. I won't make any recommendations here, but I know there's some women here in the group that sell things like this. You might want to talk with them to do some homework to find out what kinds of products they're selling that might be helpful, that might fall in this realm. Another thing is making sure you eat fiber. especially in the mornings. Of course, for instance, that apple a day thing is really true. Apple a day keeps the doctor away for so many reasons. And one reason is that it's high fiber. So if you are a person who does eat breakfast in the morning, it's a good idea to make sure it's a high fiber breakfast. Avocado is a high fiber. Of course, eating oatmeal is a high fiber, or adding chia seed to your cream of wheat or something like that. Those are all high fiber and can be very helpful when it comes to having having a healthy gut and getting that elimination through. Here's something that I didn't know, and I tried doing it. And right now I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm not eating until like about 12 o'clock. But for those of you who are eating breakfast, sit down and eat your breakfast. As your mom used to say, sit down, girl, eat your breakfast. Instead of running around and standing and eating in the car and everything else, sit down. No cell phones, no TV, whatever. It's a form of mindful eating. But sitting down causes you to relax more and gives your digestive system an opportunity to process more instead of eating on the go. That eating on the go is really not the best gut healthy thing to do, especially first thing in the morning. So sit down and eat your breakfast. Another Now that sounds crazy, I know, but let me tell you, my mornings are very busy. I get up between hours of 3:30 and 4. I know it's crazy, but that's just my clock. And I start out right away with my workout and all the stuff that I do. And sometimes I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. Like, no, I can't do that right now because I gotta do my yoga, then I gotta do my walk. Well, the reality is your body will tell you when you need to go. So you need to honor that. So I've started honoring that. If I get that feeling, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm allowing myself enough time to let my process go. Now that I'm older, my process takes a little longer. Used to be boom, just like that. But sometimes it takes a little longer, but allow yourself the time, okay? Your body has done you the courtesy of telling you, you need to go to the bathroom. You need to go now. So don't rush it. Allow yourself that time, okay? That's very important. Now, while you're on that time and you're actually sitting and being still, this sounds crazy, but it's an excellent time to meditate. It's an excellent time to kind of calm yourself down and just be quiet and really slow that clock down because it also helps with the elimination process. And plus, you're getting two birds with one stone. I try to meditate different times throughout the day, but I do have my meditation time during my poop time. That sounds gross, but I do. And it really does help me stay calm throughout the day. I feel better when I do that. And, I think sometimes we get so caught up in all of the minutia of our day that we forget sometimes to make sure that we treat ourselves kindly, that we treat ourselves well. We should always have time to poop. We should always have time to do all the things that I listed that you might try to do to improve your gut health. I think that self-care is extremely important. And sometimes entering into self-care means that you are allowing yourself enough time to do it. We run around so much, and even in this COVID environment, I know things slow down a little bit, but it looks like we're getting ready to speed around again with our mask on, still at this breakneck pace. And I have to remind myself sometimes, what is the hurry? I work for myself, so why am I have these accelerated deadlines and all these things I try to crowd into a day. And I have to actually verbally remind myself. Sometimes it's visually. I have these reminders. Slow down. Slow down. Not everything has to be, hurry up, At this stage in our lives, ladies, we really should be not just smelling the roses. We should be picking the roses. We should be putting them in jars and looking at them and enjoying them, okay? Our lives have so many components in it. And as we get older, we're supposed to get wiser. And wisdom should be telling us that normally there really is time for everything that we really need to do that's important to us. And if you're not doing the things that are truly important to you because you think you don't have enough time, maybe you need to take a look at that again and reprioritize. I know prioritizing your gut health is number one because not having a healthy gut can lead to so many other things. So take it from me. Somebody used to have this problem in the morning. My mother and I, we're so similar in this way. We we work all day, and then all of a sudden we would get home and you could see a trail. My kids could see a trail. Or when I was growing up, I could see my dear mother's trail of her briefcase, her pantyhose back then, her shoes, her skirt, and then there she would be on the toilet because she'd been holding it all day long. I used to do the same thing. I picked up that same habit. My kids could always find me. They could find my trail of stuff that I dropped as I was rushing to the bathroom instead of going, and taking my time and doing what it is that I need to do to take care of me. So on this Motivation Monday, I challenge you to devise a plan of what it is that you're going to do to take better care of your gut health. It will go such a long ways, and hopefully it will be preventative in terms of you having any other issues later on in life. Now, I do also want to challenge you to come and join us on at 11 o'clock for the V.I.B.E Living Challenge over in the V.I.B E Living group. Just type into your URL on Facebook if you're on Facebook, or come over to Facebook and type in V.I.B E Living Group and join us. Today, I'll be doing a pre-recorded version talking about nutrition, and Jessica will be on live at 11 o'clock. And you can also see, for those of you who haven't joined the challenge yet, you can go on, join the group, and you can see all the past things that we've been doing. This is like our 6th or 7th day of the challenge, and it goes until October 19th. So I encourage you to join the challenge. And also, for those of you who don't know, I am going to be doing a call for entrepreneurs, and I will be streaming it live for people who might be interested in another Hope and Wellness event. For those of you who are coaches and trainers, those of you who are entrepreneurs or holistic practitioners, and you want to be able to reach out to this platform of my platform of women is well into the hundreds of thousands. We might want to consider being a speaker for the Hope and Wellness Summit for Entrepreneurs. And that focus is going to be all about the things that entrepreneurs need to be doing to take care of themselves so they can continue to be successful. So that's it. Lynnis Minutes. Okay, we're almost at 12 minutes. I almost got that done. Thanks so much for listening. I'll be back tomorrow on Talk Tuesday to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart when it comes to your overall wellness of your mind, body, and spirit. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Lynnis Minutes. I hope you have learned something valuable that will aid you along your journey to wellness. Please like and share our broadcast. And if you're on Facebook, join the Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group. Check out the link below, as well as all the other links that feature information that will help you to stay well and thrive in midlife.